Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of CD and vinyl finds of all kinds. You know by now, if you watch my channel, that I'm trying to purge most of my vinyl, especially non-Beatles vinyl. It's mostly non-Beatles vinyl. But as I've said in those videos, I'm still going to be buying vinyl. I still love vinyl. And there's still going to be albums I'm going to buy, LPs, and especially 45s. The reason that I'm going to be getting a lot of 45s, well, first of all, because I love picture sleeve 45s, but not just because of the picture sleeves, but I enjoy the single format, 45 RPM. Just take one song, dedicate a couple of minutes to one song, put it on the turntable, put the stylus on. Always loved 45s since I was a kid. That's not going to change. And now, as far as what I call, and I call this jokingly, the vinyl addiction that I have, I'm really doing pretty well with that. The only thing is, I have to tell you, yesterday there were two examples of situations where vinyl LPs were starting to call my name again. One of them was when I went to my store and I sold some more vinyl. It was just a lot of Engelbert Humperdinck, actually, and some other stuff. And my store owner actually bought them. I didn't expect much for those records, but he decided after he bought the records to pull out one of the albums, and just to watch him decide, I want to hear this. I want to see what this sounds like, and to pull out one of the Humperdinck albums, to put it on the turntable, to watch it spin, to put the stylus on, and the sound quality was pretty good. Now, another thing is, then I was really like looking at it, and I was like, I like the vinyl. It's fun and it sounds good. And then another example was last night. I was watching a live stream, I guess, by the Vinyl Archivist. And the Vinyl Archivist was playing, of all things, I just happened to turn it on. He was playing an Ike and Tina Turner album called Come Together. It's the Beatles song Come Together, but that's not at all my interest in it. He was playing the second track, and now I forget the title, of course. It was something about a henpecked man. Tina was singing, so I know that's in the parenthesis on it. You'll know the title. And she sounded amazing. And I was watching the Vinyl Archivist channel, watching the record go around, looking at the label, watching it play. The sound was great, and I thought, I like vinyl to a degree, a large degree. So, as I say, I'm not going to stop completely. Before I show you this stuff, I know you're waiting real quick. I bought a stack of CDs here. I'm going to show you at my record store. And I wanted to just hear if certain tracks were on these or not. So I said, can I use the CD player for a moment? The guy said, yeah, go ahead. So I put the CDs in, and I was playing just to hear if the version was the one that I wanted or what songs were on it. I'm listening to, took 3 or 4 of the discs and was sampling tracks. And as I was listening, I said, sound is kind of cold, not as warm as vinyl, kind of digital. And I'm like, so I'm like, we'll continue this, folks. We'll continue this. It is a dilemma. I'm going to start with the vinyl finds first. All of them here. There were just 3 of them, and they're 45s. I'm going to start with this one on Apple. It's not a Beatles record. It's by Badfinger, and it's the great song, No Matter What. There it is, which I really, really like. And backed with Carry On Till Tomorrow on the B-side. And I don't know if I have the next 2 or not. I think I may have these, but they were ones I couldn't pass up because they were in such good condition, so I got it. This is the Searchers, Needles and Pins, and backed with Saturday Night Out. And I love that it says it's the group and the record that knocked the Beatles out of first place in England. Yeah, knocked them out temporarily. Then as soon as the Beatles got their next single out, they knocked them out again. So anyway, and it's on the Cap label. Yeah, I love me some 45s. Sure do. Get that focus. Needles and Pins, written by Sonny Bono, right? I believe so. Okay. Next up, we have the Everly Brothers. And I decided, again, I don't know if I had this or not, but it was in really good shape for only $5. It's Kathy's Clown. And Always It's You. Same on both sides, identical. On the Warner Brothers label. All right. And that's it for vinyl this time, but I'm really going to have to reconsider a lot of things because I really am very interested, as I said, in listening to that Ike and Tina Turner album last night, which I do want to pick up. The question is now, am I going to pick it up on vinyl? Or am I going to stick with the CD idea that I have now? Decisions. Well, okay, let's go to the CDs, starting with Yoko Ono box. I was vacationing for the holiday, Christmas time, in New Hampshire and Maine, and I stopped in a store in New Hampshire. I made a video on it if you want to see New Hampshire shopping, and I picked up this box set that I knew about for years, and I had been looking for this. This is from the early 1990s. I'm looking for the year on this. I think it's 1992 maybe, and you can't read all the tracks that are on it, but you know, a lot of you people out there, if you're thinking, oh, that's just all nothing but screaming, then you're very ignorant and uninformed, because Yoko does not just scream. She doesn't just caterwaul and make noises. People like to believe that because it makes them feel better and they have a scapegoat to use and take their daily frustrations out on. So you know, it's funny about this because I had just been really thinking about this box set lately. I really wanted it, you know. Really was excited about it. I'm just going to show you the individual discs. First of all, we got a booklet in here before I do that. Cute picture of Yoko. That's the front, that's the back, and all things in between. We got some pictures with John. Yeah, so I was thinking about this. This was on my mind lately, this particular box, and I said, boy, if I ever see this, I really want to get it, you know. And it just so happened that that store that I went to didn't have much of interest for me, but they did have this, and so I lucked out, you know what I mean? I picked it up and I got a good price on it. The guy gave me some money off, you know. And let me just go quickly across the CDs here, covers. There's Yoko as a child. They might not be in the right order, you know, but I could actually probably devote a single video just to this, right? Believe me, all I'm telling you is you'll be surprised that some of these songs, I haven't heard everything Yoko ever did. I want to hear more because you'll be surprised that a lot of these songs are not, like I said, not yelling, not screaming. Not all of them. Some of them, yeah, you have elements in them, but a lot of them are really poetic lyrics. And John said that too. Yoko's lyrics are so poetic, and they are. So you can save any Yoko bashing. Like I said, if you don't like Yoko, please, by all means, you're free to disagree and to state that in a civil way. But anybody, you know, making digs and stuff like that, those don't stay. Not on this channel, anyway. Plenty of places on the internet for you to do that. All right, let's now go over to the rest of the CDs, and you know, the CDs are so cheap. For $3, I picked up Belladonna, Stevie Nicks. You know the deal with Stevie Nicks. I like Stevie Nicks. And Belladonna, I didn't have that on CD. Here's Supertramp, Classics Volume 9. This has all the Supertramp I need. You know, if by good fortune I one day happen to hear more Supertramp and I say, wow, that's good, you know, then I'll pick that up as well. Just like I did with the Ike and Tina Turner album that I told you about. I heard it, I liked it, and I said, hey, you know what? I might want to get that. So if I happen to hear something, you know, just I luck into something, sure, why not? All right, now we got Pink. That's right, I said Pink. Get the Party Started. Love that song. And this is all I need, I guess, for now, for $3. I mean, it's just different versions of that song. Get the Party Started. Now over here I have this on LP. This is Paul Simon, the Paul Simon Songbook. Throw a Beatle one in here. I've got the import. It says made in England. I forget if this is Holland or England. I think it's England. But anyway, it's a series that came out. This is Band on the Run. They have extra tracks on these most of the time. This one has Country Dreamer on it, and I guess Helen Wheels is considered an extra track because the British album did not have Helen Wheels on it originally. This is the very best of Cream. I already had a Cream CD with less tracks on it. I think this is going to have more that I like on it. Okay, this was a blind buy for $3.50, for $3.50. I'm a Blondie fan. I have not heard more recent albums by Blondie. This one's The Curse of Blondie. And it's going to be interesting because I just have never heard Deborah Harry and the guys more recently. Yeah, I picked up this to cover myself. Daryl Hall and John Oates, greatest hits, you know. Get that. And on another note, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Okay, yeah, that's right. You know, I love the song Paranoid. I love Iron Man, and I'm sure there'll be others on here that will be good when I'm in that kind of heavy mood. I got the Byrds 20 Essential Tracks from the box set. So I got some good stuff. I love the song On and On by Stephen Bishop. Also, there's a song from Animal House, and also It Might Be You, the Tootsie movie theme. So I got Stephen Bishop. This was like there's no price on this, but it was ultra cheap. I know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Let's go for ELO. I think I'm good with this. The Essential Electric Light Orchestra. Dean Martin. You might have saw there was a video where I got rid of some Dean Martin vinyl, and I'm kind of regretting it in a way. I'm telling you. All right, I'm feeling the pangs of missing vinyl, but I picked up these two. These are two Dean Martin CDs. This is Dino, the Essential Dean Martin here, and over here I've got Collector Series. It just says Dean Martin, the Capitol Collector Series. All right, so there's a lot of Dean Martin stuff for me to listen to easily, conveniently in the car, you know. American Graffiti, one of my favorite movies of all time. Great soundtrack from the 50s, early 60s. And you know the deal with American Graffiti, just a fine movie and good songs. And is that it? You know what? I think I've reached the end here. So, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please hit the bell for notifications. To be continued.